All right, we have a 2012 Toyota Venza 3.5. We're gonna go with a fan belt change today. All right, probably do it from the bottom. That's the best way because the top looks very, very tight. All right, this is what we gotta do. Got your belt tensioner tool. And you gotta remove a couple panels from the bottom. You can choose to take the wheel off if you want. If not, I just turn the wheel hard to the right. All right, so we got this little panel here. The little panel covers up the crank. You remove that. It's 2 screws. One on the top to the left, one on the top to the right, and then this is a little clip-on push-in clip. Of course it broke because it's plastic. Then you have 2 screws. 1 screw here and 1 screw over here. This takes this panel down. All right, this panel down, opens it up. You can see I took the inside skirt off with that 1 screw and I bent it off, and it's actually holding on the tire. Now let's squeeze in here. This is the belt itself. Pretty simple. Like I said, remember, mark it, draw a picture if you have to. That way you know exactly how it's routed. Around the crank, the tensioner, the water pump, towards the generator over there, and to the AC. Looks like a fairly simple job. I'm gonna pull on this belt and you're gonna watch that tension. See how it moves? All right, we're gonna put a 14 millimeter on there. We're gonna turn it. It's gonna pull this pulley down like that, and that's gonna release the belt. But this one has a good, nice little trick here Toyota made. See this little hole over here? Okay, I'm gonna put the 14 millimeter in there. I'm gonna crank it. There's a little hole, you can put a little bolt in there, and it goes into this little slot. Once the bolt goes into that little slot there, it's gonna hold it in that position while you can put the belt on. All right, I'm gonna do it because I can't hold the phone at the same time, so I'm just gonna pause it, then I'm gonna show you. All right, so here's the wrench in there. Like I said before, just pull on it, crank it all the way over. See, I put the little bolt in there. That holds it right inside that slot. Take the wrench out. Do it with this hand. There you go. So with that bolt in there, it's holding it. There's enough slack in this belt that you could just wiggle it off. Oh, okay. You just wiggle it off, replace it, put it back the exact same way if you can remember. If not, write it down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write it down now. Well, I put you guys on hold. All right. All right, so that's the route. I wrote it down real quickly with a pen. Scribble, scrabble. Get the idea. All right. Unraveled it off. The alternator. And I'm about to pull it down. There you go. All right, down. Goes to the side over here. Time to get the new one and route it in. All right, got most of it routed around. Just to show you. Alternator. HC. Tensioner. Idler pulley up there. Water pump there. Make sure everything is all in its groove. You can use every as much space as you can. Excuse me while I'm doing this left-handed, of course. All right, they're all in the grooves. Double check. Double check again. See, they all line up. They're inside the grooves. All the way up on top. And you're all done. gonna take this little tool. Put it on there. Make sure you get a good grip. All right, pull back on the tensioner. I'm going to release that bolt. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand, so I'm going to show you guys. Let's see if I can do it. Get the tension out of it. Take the bolt off. It's hard to see here. There you go. Bolt is off. Slowly release the tension. Voila. Alright, bolt is on. All in the grooves. Before we finish it up and put all the panels in, we're going to start it up. Make sure the belt is all in the groove, everything's fine. And then it's the matter of putting everything back together. Okay, so we got to put back that panel right there. 2 screws, get a new clip-on piece. A bolt here. And a bolt here. And we're good to go. Alright. 3.5 Toyota Venza. Not too bad. Definitely recommend it from the bottom, because on the top there's no way you can do that, but I'm going to show it to you. Alright, so here it is, it all back together. Everything is good. I'm going to show you the view from the top. Just the view from the top. There's hardly any room in here, so there's no way you'll be able to change that belt from up here and be able to get that tensioner that's back there. So this is definitely a job to be done downstairs. Here's a look at that belt. Let's see if I can show you that belt. See right there? The number 2 over there. Looks like it's worn out. That most likely probably caught a pebble in there somewhere. Got trapped in there and ruined that part of the belt. It's not cracked or anything, but it does have 66,000 miles on the belt. So it's time for a change. All right, enjoy. Adios. Hola.